a family show. It's the type of show that the family as a whole, as a group, can sit down and watch and look at and enjoy.
For 3 seasons now, the show has made greater and greater demands on itself. Not content with the kick-spin, kick-jump variety of skating presentation, the producers and choreographers have attempted difficult and innovative numbers, like this production called simply Dance.
Stars on Ice was probably the first of the difficult programs we try to do. Difficult, that is, in terms of, you can imagine, first of all, trying to purchase an ice rink. Purchase an ice rink that will fit into a television studio, that will be it's real ice. You then have to put on the studio lights. Hopefully the ice isn't going to melt. You have to maintain that balance now for a week in a confined studio. That problems that we had to face, which we overcame, and lo and behold, we were able to freeze water in a television studio.
The dimensions of the ice surface have grown with the show's popularity. At 46 by 60 feet, it's not huge, but just big enough to make 3 days' work for one man. The flood you see here is the last step before showtime. The sheet plastic has been laid along with 2 inches of styrofoam, a second layer of plastic, 60-foot mats of plastic piping, and finally 5 tons of ice cubes. For you trivia buffs, that's enough ice to chill about 15,000 martinis. While these preparations are being made, the skaters are a few miles away, chilling their bones in rehearsal. Now a veteran of Stars on Ice, American choreographer Bill Turner has nothing but praise for the glittering line of stars.
Canadian skaters, in my point of view, compare at the very top of the world skaters. I think that because skating is so much a part of the Canadian way of life, you have your best skaters. For instance, in the line of Stars on Ice, I have 14 people. Every one of them are gold medalists. And they're so fast. Like, a good example is Donnie and Marie's show. Used to have ice on it, they don't anymore. But they would take 4 days, rehearsals, 8 hours a day, to rehearse one number. I have 5 days to do 8 numbers. And then we have 4 days to shoot them. Well, they would have the 4 days to rehearse, then they would have 3 days to shoot one number. We do 8 in 4 days, which is unheard of.
By the time the taping days roll around, the unheard of will have been done. The 8 production numbers will be set, the lighting, wardrobe, and camera details pretty well locked in. Now, pulling all the elements together into a television show is the responsibility of producer-director Mike Steele.
Well, there's a total of about 80 people involved altogether, whether it be technicians, about 40 technicians, talent, about 40 people involved in the talent on the show. All from skaters, musicians, choreographers, consultants, about 80 people.
Host Alec Trebek is no Don Jackson, but he's game to try anything. He'll keep the audience from fidgeting during normal delays of a taping session, ad-lib when necessary, and give continuity and slickness.
Barbara Berezovsky and David Porter.
The shows being taped this week in CFTO's Mammoth Studio 6 will be shown a few weeks from now. So you'll have to wait a bit to see former Canadian dance champions Barbara Berezovsky and David Porter. Guest skaters from the highest levels of world competition highlight most episodes of Stars on Ice. Taller Cranston, Karen Magnuson, and current world champion Charles Tickner have all made appearances. But not all of the guest performers fit comfortably into figure skates. Non-skating talent includes Canadian and American singers like former playmate Barbie Benton. And somewhere in that mix of traditional variety acts and skating, a golden formula pays off.
I think Stars and Ice probably is successful because there's enough people out there who are interested in watching good, clean family entertainment. I don't think you have to have violence to get a good audience, and I think this show proves it. I think it appeals to the young crowd because we have a lot of comics on the ice, like Mr. Frick from Ice Follies. It appeals to the older people because skating is so popular right now, and there's a tremendous interest in skating all over the world right now.
The 600 people who make up the studio audience prove the show's popularity. There's only seating for 350, so while everyone scrambles for chairs and extra seating is arranged, the skaters are dressed, their hair curled and coiffed, and last-minute adjustments are made to makeup.
So you've got actually 2 careers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A hurried game of backgammon passes the time until their call. And then the glittering line, transformed by the camera angles and costume bangles, is on. Exactly 25 minutes has been scheduled for the number, so it better be right.
Stand by in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, music.
By tomorrow night, the remaining 4 shows of the 78-79 season will have been videotaped, ready for editing. They'll be screened, rated by you, the audience, and preparations will begin for next year. In network television, there's no time for resting on your laurels.
We will try to do things with any production as the years go on to add something to it. We don't just sit with a show simply because it has rated in year 1. It's in 34 countries, I believe now, including the USA. So I have to consider that to be successful. I'm delighted with the show.